So in this tutorial, I'm going to explain your business expenses screen. So you'll get to your business expenses screen by clicking on this button on the left hand side with the calculator on it, and it'll show up the top here saying business expenses. And you can scroll through and have a look at business expenses per week or per month or overall per year, and you can effectively scroll backwards and forwards using the arrow buttons and find the correct time period that you're looking for and navigate here. You can also use the drop down here to specify specific customized date periods just by using the date picker. So we're going to have a look at expenses in January, and this graph will show you a little overview of exactly how much you're spending on a daily basis, and if you hover over it, it will tell you the exact amount that you've spent in your currency. So that's £35 showing you here that you've spent 49, a total of 103 that day, and this is the date line along the bottom. Again, if you do that in a week basis, it will just tell you on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday basis. So let's have a look in a month basis. And you'll notice over here you've got a dial and it's all split into colour codes, and this basically splits it down and categorises it according to your payment methods that you've used to pay for your business expenses. If you look further down here, you'll see that everything is sequenced according to date timeline. So that's split on the date. So you can look from the earliest date to the latest date at the end of January, and you can sort it. All of these are customizable and sortable by changing the date range here. And you can look at sorting out it by description, so this is in all alphabetical order, and your payment method here, you can categorize them into the different categories here according to how you've paid. So this is the expense category according to how you've categorized each expense, and this is the amount, so you can look at your lowest expense to your highest expense. This column sorts it according to recurring, and the red indicates that it's not a recurring expense, the green shows that it is, and you can effectively split it up and have your recurring ones showing first, or you can have your non-recurring ones, the one-off expenses. And this will then show you the frequency of whether they're weekly, monthly, annually, quarterly or whatever. So that frequency relates to your recurring expense, and this will indicate whether you've got a receipt attached to your expense or not. So the green indicates that you have got an expense receipt, and the red further down suggests that you don't have one, and it may be that you want to attach one at a later date. So again, you can sort your expenses out to show which ones aren't showing your receipts, and you can effectively then go into the expense there. You can see that there's no receipt attached, and you can then click onto the more options and edit if you want to add a receipt in at that point in time, and you will then just go in to add the receipt from your computer or from your phone screen. You then press the update, and it will then update it successfully, and you can see also you can adjust how you actually paid if you've made an error, or you can just adapt that expense entry. So we were just looking in January. So once you've got all your listed expenses here, you can search for anything, and you can just type that into the search area here. And then you've also got the option to export your business expenses for any particular date range according to here. So we've got here a month of January, so it's showing the 1st of January to the 31st, and you can export and download those expenses in an Excel, a PDF or a CSV file. So if I were to choose the Excel, it just downloads down here to your computer, and then once it's downloaded you can open that up and it will show that business expense list in an Excel file.